Welcome to the Daily Vibecasting. We are diving headfirst into today's most buzzing posts from the feed. It's a sharp, punchy roundup covering high-speed tech, shifting financial tectonics, and, the ongoing AI hardware wars.
Exactly. It's really a snapshot of today's key movements. You can see where innovation is just hitting the accelerator and, well, where all that speed is causing some friction. We've got 12 posts lined up, so let's keep the pace high.
All right, let's jump straight in, starting with the Musk universe. Speed, aggression, connectivity. First up, aggressive driving profiles. Let's hit two quick posts on Tesla's new FSD mode. First one from @Tesla, super simple, Mad Max.
Right. So this is about FSD version 14.1.2. And yeah, Mad Max isn't just some catchy name. User reports are saying this mode means quicker acceleration, more like weaving through traffic. It even tops out at 85 mph on highways.
85, that's faster than before, right?
Yeah, it's 5 mph faster than the old hurry profile. It's definitely aggressive.
Okay, and here's the reaction post from @Jack, superpower.
And Jack specifically mentions it handling chaotic nighttime traffic out in LA. He calls it a superpower. The trade-off, though, it's efficiency and speed versus, those ongoing federal probes into FSD safety.
Right, that's the catch. So FSD is getting faster, more assertive. Feels like a superpower, maybe?
But the actual safety data impact, still kind of absent. That's the key takeaway here. Faster, more assertive, but yeah.
Okay, quick pivot. Space and travel connectivity now. A post here from @Elon Musk. Starlink starting to go live on United.
Oh, yeah. This is potentially huge for in-flight Wi-Fi. It started rolling out, saw it was on a United Boeing 737 Newark to Houston, I think.
And the speeds.
That's the kicker, offering 30 to, get this, 500 Mbps. And apparently free for MileagePlus members. 500 Mbps on a plane, so that's a game changer.
Definitely. Okay, next one ties into that scale. From @SpaceX, deployment of 28 Starlink satellites confirmed.
And that launch, that was the 90-second mission just for 2025. Think about that pace. It means SpaceX has already launched 2,329 satellites this year alone, pushing the total in orbit to over 9,980, almost 10,000. The scale is just monumental.
Okay, let's move into the AI arms race now.
Yeah.
Strategy, costs, and maybe some confusion too.
Yeah.
First up, the TPU tango. Anthropic's hardware play. This is from @Zephyrzin9. Broadcom's fifth customer, $10 in, isn't Apple or xAI. It's Anthropic. They won't design a new chip. They will be buying TPUs from Broadcom. Expect Anthropic to announce a funding round from Google soon.
Fascinating, right? So Anthropic, instead of going down the long, expensive road of designing their own custom silicon, they're opting for off-the-shelf Google TPUs, which, Broadcom actually manufactures for Google. The idea is probably to scale up their Claude models way faster.
Okay, so faster scaling.
Okay.
But it uses Google tech, and the post mentions Google funding soon.
Exactly. It signals a potential major challenge to NVIDIA's dominance in AI chips, sure, but it also hints at maybe a tighter relationship or dependency on Google. We'll see.
Interesting angle. Okay, now, OpenAI, a new authentication model that could really shake up app economics. This one's from @BatayaBor91. According to the information, OpenAI has pitched companies on letting people sign into their websites using ChatGPT credentials through a sign-in with ChatGPT feature, where startups using OpenAI's models could shift their API costs to customers by charging against their user subscriptions.
Whoa. Okay, this is pretty aggressive. It basically lowers the barrier for startups. They can use OpenAI models, but then offset their API costs by deducting usage from your ChatGPT subscription limits.
This is my subscription pays for the startup's usage.
Kind of, yeah. It deeply embeds users into the OpenAI ecosystem. Think sign in with Google or sign in with Apple, but with this direct cost-shifting component built in. Clever, but definitely locks you in.
Yeah, definitely locks you in. But not all AI news is about smooth sailing and clever strategies, is it? Here's a post from @Ian Nuttall touching on complexity. This has the potential to be very great, but I think Claude might be in danger of overcomplicating a lot of stuff. Skills with skill.md, agents with agents, MMD, marketplaces, plugins, projects, all with their own way of doing things. I just want to chat and not worry about all the variations.
Yeah, that post nails a key issue. Confusion. You've got skills, these new packaged workflows, right? Then you've got agents, plugins.
That's a lot of different terms.
Exactly. For a developer, maybe they make sense as different integration levels, but for a regular user, it just looks like a mess of overlapping options. Could definitely hinder adoption if Anthropic doesn't simplify things. You just want to chat, like the post says.
Right, that friction between power and usability. Okay, let's shift gears. Let's talk breakthroughs and real-world AI impact. Stuff that pushes back against that AI is just a bubble talk? Got a post here from @iterintellectus. AI is actually curing cancer and solving nuclear fusion. AI is a bubble in complete shambles.
Yeah, this points to two recent, pretty major Google DeepMind announcements. First, their Gemma model. It's huge. 27 billion parameters apparently identified a totally new cancer pathway.
Wow.
Basically helps make cold tumors, ones the immune system usually ignores, visible, makes them hot so the immune system can attack.
Okay, that's huge. And the fusion part.
That's a partnership with Commonwealth Fusion Systems. They're using AI to get better at controlling the plasma inside fusion reactors. It's less about the fundamental physics, more about the really hard engineering control problem needed for commercial reactors.
So AI accelerating the timeline on these massive problems.
Precisely. Directly challenges that bubble narrative with concrete progress.
Okay, now smaller scale, but maybe more immediately, practical innovation for learners. This is from @Arab Srinivas, the CEO of @Perplexity. We've built a new experience for learning languages on Perplexity. Answers need to go beyond text to interactive experiences and cards embedded into the stream of tokens. Available on iOS and web, coming soon to Android.
This is cool. Instead of just getting text back when you search, say, how to say something in Korean or Spanish, it embeds interactive stuff like flashcards, audio pronunciation, even speech practice right in the results.
So the answer is the learning tool.
Exactly. It's moving towards more experiential AI. User feedback seems pretty positive, suggesting it could actually help people learn and retain languages better. A neat shift.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it back to the markets. Volatility and the hedging game. First, gold's crazy ascent. From its zero hedge. This was supposed to be a joke, just hit 43.80.
Yeah, zero hedge reacting to the spot price of gold hitting $4,380 an ounce, which is, well, it's up over 60% just this year.
60%. What's driving that? Not just people buying jewelry, I assume.
No, definitely not. It seems to be a mix of things. Big one is surging ETF demand, institutions piling in. Also, worries about a potential U.S. government shutdown, general inflation fears. It's acting like a major hedge.
So less about the metal itself, more about distrust and everything else.
Pretty much. It's positioning itself as the go-to hedge against, instability and fiat currency worries. That old joke about gold hitting $5,000. Maybe not so funny anymore. Seems more like a symptom of market anxiety.
Okay, and finally, a quick flash alert from crypto. More volatility. From @WatcherGuru. Just NN. $135 billion liquidated from the crypto market in the past 30 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that. Now, compared to some past events, $135 million isn't like earth-shattering. We saw that $19 billion liquidation earlier this month.
Right.
But still, $135 million wiped out in 30 minutes. It just underscores that there's still a ton of leverage risk baked into crypto trading.
So even as the tech maybe matures, the trading side is still fragile.
Yeah, especially with things like perpetual futures, it can amplify volatility fast. The advice, especially for beginners, probably still makes sense to prioritize just holding and learning over trying to time these crazy swings.
Okay, that wraps up our post for today.
Yeah, and if you kind of connect the dots, you see this pattern, right? Core infrastructure, flight, Wi-Fi, computing power for AI, even driving systems. It's all being massively overhauled, and often all at the same time.
That was today's high-speed vibe casting. Covered everything from AI maybe tackling fusion to cars driving like, well, Mad Max.
And that thread runs through it all. This incredible acceleration, this push for capability, often bumping up against complexity or risk. Think FSD's superpower versus safety concerns, or Claude's features potentially becoming too complex.
Right. So here's a thought to take with you today. We're seeing tech really prioritize aggressive efficiency. Maybe even aggression itself sometimes. You see it in FSD. You see it in the complexity of AI tools trying to do everything at once. Where do you draw the line between something being a superpower and just being overcomplicated, or maybe even risky, especially when these tools are accelerating development in everything from traffic flow to medicine? Which trade-off matters most right now?
Keep learning. Keep asking those questions. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.